Toronto's breaking news.
Hi there, welcome to this week's edition of Animal Housecalls on CP24, CP24 Radio 1050, and Animal Planet. Great show, petfinder.com. They're trying to find homes for the least adoptable pets in shelters right now. We'll find out all about that campaign. Also meet a couple of dogs who are still waiting for their forever homes. The group is A Cause for Paws, and we'll meet a truly gifted artist who is able to capture the spirit of my dog, Lucy. Plus your calls and questions for the vet. We're so lucky to be joined live by Dr. John Allen from the Royal York Animal Hospital. First up, petfinder.com has launched the first national initiative to find homes for less adoptable pets, senior dogs, pets with medical issues, behavioral issues, even those passed over because of black dog syndrome. Here to tell us all about it, Jen Ego, and a lovely volunteer who's come along with you. Hi, Jen.
Hi.
And this is Blanche.
Yes.
Good to see you. And who are you holding, Blanche?
This is Theo, and he's with an all-breed rescue called Speaking of Dogs, and he's my foster dog. He lives with me, my dogs at my house, till he finds his forever home.
And has it been difficult to find a home for him?
He will be difficult. He's 11. He's deaf. He's missing an eye and doesn't have great vision in the other eye. He also has a grade 4 mitral valve insufficiency, which is a heart condition. And although it doesn't currently bother him, it may develop and may shorten his life, but might not.
It strikes me that it takes a very special individual to adopt an animal, number one, a very caring individual, particularly from a shelter, and it's such a great thing to do. But when there are some of these medical issues attached, I think it takes an angel to swoop in and do this. What will life be like for the forever guardian who does come and adopt Theo?
To be honest with you, I don't consider him a great deal of work or a terribly hard dog to live with.
He doesn't know he's lost an eye and doesn't hear and has a bit of a heart problem.
He needs some care in terms of not leaving stairwells ungated, because although he's good at getting upstairs, he's not as confident going down. So he would need to either be on a home that's all one level, or where they have the capacity to gate off stairs so he doesn't fall down them.
Should he be in a home where there are young children? You know, they're all hands and legs and screams and cheers.
No, be, because he can't hear. So he startles easily when you come up to him rapidly. And because everything that has happened to his face in the last number of weeks, we had to remove his eye, has been painful, has involved restraint. He's a little bit face sensitive. So, you know, coming up into his face quickly will startle him.
He is calm, he's at peace.
He's lovely.
I watched him in your arms, and you've been together now, sitting here for a few minutes. He fell asleep. He obviously is very comfortable in the arms of humans.
He is. And he lives with my 3 dogs and my 2 cats. And does just fine. He's very cat friendly. He pretty much ignores them. He's been to the dog park. And he deedles around quite happily. I would describe him as frail elderly.
Well, we're all going to be there at some point, and how nice if we can have somebody love us and hold us and walk us.
For the time being, he's on no medications. He does just fine. If he develops symptoms from the heart murmur, he may need to be on some heart medication. But really, he's not. I mean, I have old dogs, so I don't consider old dogs a lot of work. But he deedles around quite happily.
Nice. Very nice.
Gets along with everybody.
And Jen Ego, this is kind of the theme of the show today, and it's those animals that are a little bit harder to adopt. Sometimes it is because of age, and 11 for a little dog, you know, I guess that's kind of at the tail end of middle age and getting into the senior years. Why is it that there's this perception that maybe that isn't the age to adopt an animal, to bring an animal into your home?
I think Pet Finder has recently done a survey, and they've really chosen to bring this issue forward. So tomorrow is the first ever Adopt a Less Adoptable Pet Day, so August the 12th. This is going to become an annual event. And they're really wanting to bring to focus in that a lot of people go looking for an animal with specific criteria. I want this breed, I want this color, I want a boy or I want a girl, and
Often
I want this
young
age.
as well.
Yes, exactly. So what they're asking is for people to maybe broaden their horizons a bit and take the chance to look at maybe some pets that they wouldn't normally have considered. And that hopefully will take them to some animals like Theo, who, I mean, you know, people I think worry the cost of owning an older dog may become cost prohibitive, but like Blanche said, here we have a lovely little dog who the rescue's done a great job of getting into, you know, tip-top shape, currently on no medication, and could stay that way for a very long time.
And there is that expression, you can teach an old dog new tricks. And, you know, they can learn to love, even at 11, a new guardian. And there can be a great deal of joy in many, many years of it. Yeah. What else makes sometimes an animal less adoptable, if you will?
Pet Finder survey found that the #1 reason was age, seniors, the #1 reason not to adopt, and the #2 reason was medical problems. So that was sort of #1 and #2. So I think when you're looking to adopt, if you can open your mind up to the option of some of these less adoptable pets as they've been termed, it would really give you the opportunity to understand what kind of care they would require. So I think people, as soon as something is said, you know, Theo has a heart condition, people go, oh, no, no, and don't even really give him the chance to look at him. So I think, you know, not being ageist or breedist, they say that black dogs have the hardest time. Large black dogs have some of the most difficult time getting adopted.
This is black dog syndrome. What is that and why? That I don't get.
And it's very common with black cats, too. A lot of cat rescue people will tell you that black kittens are the last ones to get adopted. So, you know, I think Pet Finder's focus here is to bring to the forefront some of these less adoptable animals. Some of the rescues and shelters have reported having these animals in their care for anywhere from 1 to 7 years.
Imagine.
Which is just, I mean, fantastic that the rescue and shelters have taken responsibility for them for that long, but they truly deserve the opportunity to have a loving home and really have their second chance at a happy life.
Have there been success stories where people have adopted elderly dogs, dogs with some medical conditions, a black dog, a black cat, where there's just happiness for years, and even if it's a shorter time, but there's just happiness?
And I think people find in the end, especially adopting a senior dog, there's a lot of joy in adopting a senior dog. I think people sometimes worry that, you know, they won't have them as long, they won't be able to keep up, but a lot of people say, wow, this dog is kind of out of their spunky puppyhood, and they're really enjoyable to be around.
So how do we change our attitude? You know, if you look at commercials, you look at movies, you look at some TV shows, when there are animals featured, they tend to be young and cute and kittens and puppies, and, you know, whether we are admitting it or not, that we tend to sort of focus on that, and it's hard to change the way we feel about who we want to bring into our family. Yeah. What's the best part of adopting an older animal, an animal that might not be, you know, tip top health?
I think the whole idea is to love unconditionally, too. I think we all hope that someone will love us as we age, and someone will take care of us as we age. So I think with that in mind, really taking that as a focus, Pet Finder now on their website has the availability for advanced search, and you can actually search these less adoptable dogs. So this will bring into the limelight some of the senior dogs, some of the dogs with medical problems, some of the dogs who can't live with other pets, different things like that. And if, you know, you have the opportunity to even consider one of these pets and to look into it, you're really making the biggest difference possible.
Theo is up for adoption, and is there anything else we need to know about the very special day tomorrow that really should be 365 days of the year?
We really encourage people to go to the Pet Finder website, use the advanced search option to start looking at some of these animals. You have the option there to email it to a friend, send it to a friend. Obviously, the more people that take a look and open their mind to this, the more animals who will get a second chance.
So you open your heart and then you open it just a little bit further. Oh, well done. Thanks, Blanche.
Seniors
rule. Seniors rule. Well, I really do like that. Jen, thanks as always.
Thanks.
We're going to take a short break here on Animal House Calls, CP24, Radio 1050, and Animal Planet. Coming up next, Dr. John Allen at Royal York Animal Hospital. Here are the numbers. Within the GTA, 416-872-CP24, that's 2724, toll-free, 1-888-863-CP24. If you're on the internet, send your email to animalhousecalls@cp24.com. We'll be right back here on Animal House Calls on CP24, CP24 Radio 1050, and Animal Planet.